What is the most uncomfortable thing your partner asked you during sex?
Picture this, it's a cozy evening, the room bathed in the warm glow of candlelight. My husband and I find solace in our intimate haven, wrapped in a loving embrace, the air heavy with anticipation. Now, let me take a moment to share a little about myself. I'm a Korean woman, proud of my heritage and the unique experiences that have shaped me. These aspects of my identity will soon become integral to our story. As we reveled in the closeness shared between us, I had no inkling of the surprise that lay in store, a revelation that would make me question everything I thought I knew about our relationship. Amidst the whispered declarations of affection, a tremor of vulnerability crept into my husband's voice. It was as if he carried a secret that yearned to be unleashed, an unspoken desire begging for expression. Intrigued, I leaned in closer, my curiosity ignited. With an air of anticipation, he uttered words that hung in the air, tantalizingly out of reach. "I want you to become someone," he confessed, his voice laced with both nervousness and excitement. This unexpected statement left me on the edge of my seat, eager to uncover the depths of his desires. My mind raced, searching for clues in his eyes, my heart quickening with anticipation. What could this mysterious request be? Little did I know that it held implications far beyond what I could have imagined. In the moments that followed, silence enveloped the room, pregnant with unspoken questions. I scrutinized his face, desperately trying to decipher the meaning behind his words. As an Asian woman, I couldn't help but wonder if my cultural background played a role in this revelation. The seconds stretched into an eternity, the weight of anticipation hanging heavily in the air. I could almost hear the gears turning in my mind as I mulled over various scenarios, each one more fantastical than the last. Was it a desire to role-play as a character from Asian folklore, embodying the essence of ancient tales? Or perhaps a yearning to explore the traditions and customs that shaped my upbringing? But then, just as the suspense reached its zenith, he finally spoke the name that shattered the silence and set the course of our relationship on an uncharted path. "Mikasa Ackerman," he whispered, his voice a delicate blend of nervousness and longing. Naturally, my immediate reaction was a mix of shock and amusement. I couldn't help but burst into laughter, envisioning myself with Mikasa's signature short black hair, and that fierce gaze that could intimidate even the most fearsome of titans. Talk about an unexpected cosplay request. "You want me to become Mikasa Ackerman?" I managed to say between fits of giggles. "Are you prepared for the sheer absurdity of this? Should I grab my vertical maneuvering gear and start scaling the walls of our bedroom?" He nodded with an air of excitement, his eyes gleaming with anticipation. "Imagine the thrill, babe. Picture the scene as Mikasa, with all her strength and combat prowess, takes charge of our bedroom like a true warrior." I couldn't help but shake my head in disbelief, wondering if he had momentarily been possessed by the spirit of an overzealous anime fanatic. This was definitely not your typical request, but hey, I've learned to expect the unexpected in this relationship. As I attempted to grasp the sheer hilarity and audacity of his proposition, I continued to chuckle. The mental image of me trying to channel Mikasa's unwavering loyalty and intense demeanor, while navigating the intricacies of our intimate moments, was simply too ridiculous to take seriously. But beneath the laughter, a lingering thought persisted. Did this request stem from a genuine desire to inject some fun and excitement into our relationship, or was it just a whimsical fantasy fueled by anime obsession? I wondered if he saw me solely as an Asian woman who could fulfill his wildest anime dreams, rather than appreciating the unique and multifaceted person I am. As the laughter subsided, a more serious and contemplative mood washed over me. While the idea initially struck me as comical, it made me pause and reflect. Did this request stem from a genuine desire to explore our fantasies, or merely a fleeting whimsical notion? I couldn't help but wonder if he saw me solely as an Asian woman who could fulfill his wildest anime dreams, rather than appreciating the depth and uniqueness of our connection. With a mix of amusement and introspection, I took a deep breath and said, "Okay, let's have a serious conversation about this. I want to understand the meaning behind this request. It's important for us to explore our desires while ensuring we maintain a genuine connection. And so, we engaged in a heartfelt discussion, exploring the boundaries of our fantasies and desires. We discovered that his request was driven by a desire to explore new dimensions of passion and excitement in our relationship, rather than a superficial fixation on cosplay or stereotypes. In the end, we realized that while the initial request seemed humorous, it was an opportunity for us to deepen our connection, fostering open communication, and creating an environment where we felt safe exploring our deepest desires. So, let this be a reminder that even the most unexpected requests can lead to profound moments of introspection and growth. It's essential to embrace laughter, but also to engage in meaningful conversations, ensuring that both partners feel valued and respected in their desires. As for me, I'm still contemplating how to navigate this new chapter in our relationship. It's a journey of self-discovery, trust, and finding a balance between exploring our fantasies and maintaining a deep connection rooted in love and respect. So, I leave you with this question. How would you handle a request that initially strikes you as hilarious but leads to a deeper exploration of desires? Share your thoughts and let the discussions unfold.
I'm a small business owner, riding high on a wave of success. Life's good, until one night, everything takes a sharp turn into the twilight zone. After a day of slaying business dragons and conquering challenges, I decide to kick back at a local watering hole. I strut in like a champ, ready to revel in my triumphs. Little did I know, trouble was lurking around the corner. So there I am, soaking up the bar's lively atmosphere, when I spot this intriguing enigma of a person. Mystery hangs in the air, practically slapping me in the face. Naturally, my curiosity takes the wheel, and I make my way over for a chat. Cue the sparks flying. We dive headfirst into conversation, like two lost souls finding each other in a sea of strangers. Our words flow effortlessly, connecting us in ways I couldn't have imagined. It's like finding the last piece of a puzzle you never knew you had. As the night wears on, the connection grows stronger. It's like the universe conspired to bring us together, as if we're characters in a cheesy romance novel. She looks at me with those eyes, practically screaming, "Come on, let's take this to the next level." Who am I to refuse such an invitation? So, long story short, we end up at her place. The anticipation is thick enough to slice with a butter knife. Things start to heat up, and just when you think it's about to get steamy, she drops a bombshell that stops me dead in my tracks. With a sly smile, she leans in and says, "Listen, I'm all about that lavish lifestyle. If you want a piece of this, you gotta have a baby with me, or I will accuse you of overwording and make your life a living hell." We were very much into having sex at this point, and shock reverberates through my being, freezing me in a moment suspended between disbelief and horror. A tempest of emotions erupts, swirling around us as we engage in a heated argument. The air crackles with tension, the room becoming a battlefield of opposing wills. A whirlwind of thoughts and doubts consumes me, as I contemplate the weight of her request and the consequences of my response. Images of my hard-earned success flash before my eyes, juxtaposed with the looming threat of public scandal and ruin. The shadows of doubt cast a heavy veil over my mind, obscuring the path ahead. I swear I could hear a record scratch in the background. Panic grips me like a vice. This woman is a few sandwiches short of a picnic, and I've stumbled into her twisted game of manipulation and gold digging. Without a second thought, my instincts kick into high gear. I grab my things, and bolt out of that room faster than a cheetah chasing its prey, leaving behind a cloud of confusion and her twisted plans. There's no way I'm getting tangled up in her web of madness. As I sprint through the hallways, breathless and disoriented, I hear the sound of anguished cries following close behind. Turning around, my heart sinks as I witness her running out of the room, tears streaming down her face, her voice pierced with despair. The spectacle unfolds before the eyes of onlookers, lending an air of credibility to her accusations. In the blink of an eye, the tables turn against me. The authorities are called, and I find myself arrested, unjustly accused of a crime I did not commit. The weight of the handcuffs on my wrists serves as a constant reminder of the injustice that has befallen me, as my once thriving world crumbles into ruin. Me. But within the depths of despair, a glimmer of hope emerges. A relentless investigator, driven by a dedication to uncover the truth, believes in my innocence and takes up my cause. As the investigation progresses, we uncover a pattern of behavior that paints a vivid picture of her true nature. Her web of deceit extends far beyond our encounter, ensnaring others in her intricate traps of manipulation and false accusations. The pieces of the puzzle start to fit together, revealing a twisted game of power and control that she has played for far too long. With mounting evidence and unwavering determination, the tide begins to turn in my favor. Witnesses come forward, sharing their accounts of her previous attempts to blackmail and destroy lives. Each testimonial serves as a building block in the foundation of truth, undermining the credibility of her accusations against me. While the court may never witness the trial, the justice system still plays a role. Armed with the truth, I choose to take legal action, filing a defamation lawsuit against her. The proceedings become a battleground where her deceptive actions are brought to light, and the consequences of her false accusations weigh heavy on her shoulders. As the lawsuit progresses, the truth prevails once again, clearing my name and holding her accountable for the damage she inflicted upon my reputation and well-being. The court's ruling serves as a vindication of my innocence, a testament to the resilience of truth in the face of manipulation. With a renewed sense of purpose and the knowledge that justice has been served, I step out of the courtroom, free from the shackles of false accusations that once threatened to consume me. The weight of vindication lifts from my shoulders, replaced by a sense of empowerment and the resolve to reclaim my life. However, the aftermath of this harrowing experience is far from over. As news of the lawsuit spreads, the woman's true nature becomes apparent to the public, a manipulative puppeteer, weaving webs of deceit to prey upon unsuspecting victims. Society watches with bated breath as the trial unfolds, eager to witness the downfall of this masterful deceiver. In the courtroom, the tension is palpable. The evidence presented paints a damning portrait of her character, exposing her history of manipulation and fabricating false accusations for personal gain. Witness after witness takes the stand, recounting their own encounters with her web of lies, strengthening the foundation of the defamation case against her. The trial becomes a theatrical spectacle, where truth battles against deception, and justice teeters on a delicate balance. As the final arguments are delivered, a collective breath is held, awaiting the judge's verdict. With a resounding declaration, the gavel comes down, pronouncing her guilty of defamation. The weight of her actions comes crashing down upon her, and she is sentenced to face the consequences of her malicious intent. The courtroom erupts in a mix of relief, satisfaction, and a collective sense of justice prevailing. As I step out of the courtroom, a profound sense of closure washes over me. I have emerged from the depths of this nightmarish ordeal stronger and wiser. The scars may remain, but they serve as a reminder of the resilience of the human spirit, of my unwavering determination to reclaim my life and rise above the darkness that once threatened to consume me. In the aftermath, I embark on a journey of healing and rebuilding. I surround myself with a support system of loved ones and professionals who help me navigate the emotional aftermath of the ordeal. Together, we rebuild the shattered fragments of my life, piece by piece, allowing me to emerge stronger and more resilient than ever before. This chapter in my life has taught me invaluable lessons. It has reinforced the importance of discernment, the need to trust my instincts, and the power of resilience in the face of adversity. I am determined to use my experience to raise awareness about the insidious nature of manipulation and false accusations, empowering others to recognize the signs and protect themselves from such predators. So, dear friends, let this story serve as a reminder that justice, though sometimes delayed, can prevail. Let it inspire us to stand up against deceit and manipulation, and to support those who have been unjustly accused. Together, we can create a world where truth triumphs over falsehoods, where innocence is celebrated, and where the strength of character prevails in the face of adversity.
How did you like the video? Please like and subscribe for more videos like this one.